All right, Mr. Teleferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at me on screen right now, and depending on how you're watching this video, to the right of me is a failure. And not in regards to, personally speaking about Chandler Parsons. I'm just talking about his basketball career with the Memphis Grizzlies. It's been a failure. When I was making this video, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was picking the image for this video. I didn't feel like it would be suitable to put Chandler Parsons playing basketball. Like, I could have chosen a picture from a game that he played in as a Memphis Grizzlies. He didn't play in many games. So I was like, I am not about to put a picture on the screen of Chandler Parsons playing basketball when he didn't do much of that as a Memphis Grizzly. I'm not going to put that on the screen. All right, so I was like, yo, this is as suitable a picture I can find. The last day Chandler Parsons made a good impression on the Memphis Grizzlies. The day that they signed him and they thought they had something good. Other than that, he has been as big a bust I've ever seen in regards to the amount of money he got. He got a max deal. What did he get? Like $94 million over 4. He got a max deal. The Grizzlies had high hopes for this guy coming out, leaving Dallas. He was a big-time free agent signing for them. Remember, he was joining Zebo and Mark and Mike. And he was supposed to be this missing piece, the scorer that the Grizzlies. I'm from Memphis. The Grizzlies have needed a scorer for over a decade. The guy that can slash and get to the rim. They ain't really had him since Rudy Gay. And because of financial cap reasons, they had to let Rudy Gay go. All right? Now, here's my thing with Chandler Parsons. Since 2016, since he joined the Grizzlies, he's only appeared in 73 games. His knees pretty much are shot. All right? His knees have been disgusting. I don't know if dude didn't take care of his body. I don't know what it is. You did not perform at the level of a max contract guy. As a matter of fact, you were a bust. You're not only a bust on a max contract level, you're not a superstar definitely. You're not a star definitely. You're not a good player in this league. There are guys, I'm watching Derrick Rose in Minnesota right now play on a low deal who deserves to be paid much more just on sheer effort alone than you, Chandler Parsons. So here's what happened. All right? Chandler Parsons injured his knee, and this was like the last straw this year. Chandler Parsons injured his knee again. He had some soreness in his knee after the third game he played this season. They shut him down, and he has been available to play since December 21st. At this point, finally, Memphis Grizzlies general manager Chris Wallace was like, that's enough. I'm done. Nope. We're parting ways with him. All right, we're not playing him anymore. Now, Chandler Parsons has been scrimmaging, and when he was scrimmaging with the team, even it was, reported that during one scrimmage after Chandler Parsons drilled a 3, he ran down the court saying, let me play, to the general manager, Chris Wallace. By the way, it does not help that the Grizzlies have lost 12 out of 15 games. They had a promising start to the season. That is now gone. The team, they pretty much lost the team. There are a lot of rumors around the team. Will the team stay in Memphis? A lot of stuff. Do you blow it up? Do you trade Mike Conley, Marcus All, go young? You got a nice talent there in Jaren Jackson Jr. Do you just blow this thing up to go get more lottery picks to build around him? They lost their pick to Boston. You got that in play. They traded their pick away to Boston, rather. So there's a lot going on in regards to this Memphis Grizzlies team. I'm going to be honest. Memphis is a small market team in the NBA. Signings like this get people fired, and it gets teams moved. Seattle is looking for an NBA team. Last time I checked, Las Vegas is looking for a professional basketball team. Memphis, if they lose their team, they possibly can look back at this $94 million signing of a guy that never panned out. A $94 million bust is what Chandler Parsons is. It just looks like he didn't give the game everything he could have from a taking care of his body standpoint. And unfortunately, if Memphis loses their team, they're going to probably associate it with this guy. They needed a scorer to get over the hump because Memphis have been really good, defensively really good for quite some time. But they needed a late game scorer, a closer. They thought it was this guy, and he has not been the case. He's not been the situation for this team. Look, man, again, only appearing in 73 games since he joined the Memphis Grizzlies team. His averages are absolutely atrocious. He's only averaging 7 points in 19.5 minutes. So not only is he averaging less than 10 points a game, making that type of money, he's only able to go like 19-minute clips, which means pretty much we can't play him high minutes. He's unavailable. He's getting injured in games. We got to watch his minutes. And here was the last straw. The Memphis Grizzlies wanted Chandler Parsons to go down to the G League and essentially try out. Now, for those who don't understand how that works, it's not a requirement for veterans to go down to the G League. It's not a requirement. But in this situation, the Grizzlies are like, yo, you need to prove to us. We can't be having you in rotation, messing up our rotation. We're a professional basketball team. You need to go down to the G League just to prove to yourself that you can stay healthy for a few weeks at a time. Right? Chandler Parsons looked at it as a slap in the face. I think Chandler Parsons has the right to look at it as a slap in the face. I ain't mad at that. But let's make it clear. Chandler Parsons, you have been absolutely terrible at the game of basketball over the last 3 years. You have been unavailable for your team. You are a bust. And the Memphis Grizzlies are now trying to hold him out as they agree to part ways. What they're trying to do right now, I'm telling y'all what's going on. I'm just being honest. What they're trying to do, as Chandler Parsons, I believe, has about $30 million left on his deal. $38 million on that 4-year deal, including $25 million next year, right? So what the Grizzlies are trying to do, they're hoping that if they hold Chandler Parsons out while he's healthy and the scrutiny continues to come his way, they're hoping Chandler Parsons will say, that's it, let me go. Just here, have some of the money back. Let me go, because he's already made enough free money. You know, to be honest with you, they're hoping that them keeping him out of the rotation will just make Chandler Parsons upset enough where they agree to a buyout so they can save a little bit of that money and kind of stretch it out, you know, and save that money, be able to go sign someone else and not tank the next couple years, and be able to go sign a new guy and get rid of this Chandler Parsons experiment because it's been a failure. That's what they're hoping. They have agreed to part ways with Chandler. We'll see if the buyout comes or just does Chandler just sit on that bench and make money. We will see. This is very interesting, and a lot of people are not talking about it because Memphis, again, small market team, doesn't get a lot of attention. It's a big storyline. This is a bust. If this happened in the Los Angeles Lakers or the Boston Celtics, we'd be talking about this being in one of the biggest busts in NBA history. It happened in Memphis. A lot of people not paying attention to it, but Chandler Parsons has been absolutely terrible. He blew it. Zebo had a couple years left. He blew Zebo's last couple years. He blew Marc Gasol's prime, in my opinion. Mike Conley's prime. This guy blew it. This guy, you know, and coaches have gotten fired over this guy, right? Because he just hasn't been available. You're planning your team to be, you know, you're planning this guy to be a premier scorer for your team, and every year he's unavailable. He's unavailable. I blame scouts as well. They didn't get it right with this guy. What y'all think, though? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Telefair. Mr. Telefair.
Mr. Telefair. Shout out to Mr. Telefair.
You're watching Mr. Telefair TV.
Mr. Telefair TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.